My name is Jay Smith, and I wrote the book and some of the lyrics for The Dirty Parts of the Bible, the musical. I've spent years as a student of theater, either in a classroom, on a stage, from a director's chair, or at a computer keyboard. And every practitioner worth their salt will tell you that the best projects begin by asking some form of the question, why this play now? When I first started adapting Sam Torrode's novel for the stage, I struggled with how best to answer that question. I knew the story had drawn me in immediately. It was funny, engaging, and full of heart. But for a long time, I couldn't articulate what it was that had grabbed me and kept me coming back to the story as material for a musical. And then one day it hit me. Every day, the Bible is being weaponized, from women's reproductive rights to civil rights to the rights of immigrants and the LGBTQ plus community. Scripture is used as a cudgel against the most vulnerable and oppressed people in our society. Scripture is thrown around in the most careless manner, often out of context, and usually with little to no understanding. People in pulpits and positions of power pick and choose which verses to punctuate and play up and which to play down or ignore completely. The dirty parts of the Bible gives us two very different views of scripture in the characters of Malachi and Crawl. Malachi the preacher and Crawl the mystic, the evangelist and the pastor, the sermonizer and the sage. Malachi, who has memorized every chapter and verse, following them to the letter, and Crawl, who understands and lives them. Malachi sees a book of hellfire and brimstone. Crawl sees a book of humanity and love. Crawl says it's not a book of facts, it's a book of stories, and stories tell deeper truths that you couldn't get otherwise. And that is the story that our hero Tobias needs to hear. And that is the story that we all need to hear. Craw is right. The Bible is a book of stories, and the best of those stories are all about the same thing, love. From Genesis to Revelation, we are shown stories of lots of different kinds of love. Love of a parent for a child, a husband for a wife, a man for a stranger, God for his creation. And the same is true of the dirty parts of the Bible. At its heart, it's a story of love. Not a love story, although that's definitely part of it, but a story of love. Parental, marital, sexual, affectionate, familial, romantic, all kinds of love. So, why this story now? This story needs to be told now to shine a light on love in its many forms and show that just as there are many forms of love, there are many views of the Bible, and that the best interpretations of the Bible are those that begin and end with love.